You've been asking God for a sign, but what if He already gave you one? Have you ever stood at the crossroads in your life? You were praying, waiting, hoping for clarity, only to feel more confused the longer you waited. You're asking God for direction, but instead of peace, you're feeling overwhelmed, second-guessing yourself, and wondered, if this was God, wouldn't it feel clearer by now? If that question ever crossed your mind, this message is for you. Let me say this gently, because I know how tender this space is. Many of us were taught that if something is from God, it will always feel clear, calm, and obvious right away. So when confusion shows up, we assume we must be doing something wrong. Maybe God is saying no. Or if this was meant for me, I wouldn't feel this torn. But that belief has caused so many people to walk away from answered prayers, delay their growth, or abandon assignments God never canceled. Today, we're going to talk about why. Pause for a moment and comment below. Have you ever walked away from something you prayed for because it got confusing? Just type, "I've been there." Notice what this verse does not say. It does not say confusion means God has left. It does not say confusion means God said no. It says confusion does not originate from Him, which means when confusion shows up, it's time to look around, not up. There was a season in my life where I prayed about clarity for a decision, one I thought I desperately needed an answer for. But instead of sitting still, I asked 5 different people for advice. I watched countless videos, compared myself to other people, and replayed the worst-case scenario in my head. And then I said to God, "God, why are you confusing me?" But the truth was, God was quiet because I was loud. Sometimes confusion isn't spiritual. It's emotional overload. When too many voices speak at once, even truth starts to feel unclear. Ask yourself, who has been influencing this decision more? God or your fear? This verse doesn't say, "Don't think." It says, "Don't rely on your understanding alone," which tells us something important. There will be moments when God's direction doesn't make sense yet. I remember a time where I prayed for God to change my life. But when that opportunity came, it disrupted my comfort. What I expected, instant peace, clear confirmation, everything lining up neatly. What I got, questions, fear, resistance, a deep internal tug I couldn't explain. I kept saying, God, if this is you, why does this feel so uncomfortable? And slowly, I realized something. Growth rarely feels familiar, and unfamiliar feelings often get mislabeled as confusion. Stillness is not an activity. It's alignment. Many of us move away from things too quickly because we confuse urgency with clarity. When God wants to stop you, He removes peace. When fear wants to stop you, it creates noise and distractions. That's the difference. Comment below. Are you rushing into clarity? Or are you willing to sit with God long enough to receive it? Faith doesn't mean having all the answers. It means moving with trust, even when the answers unfold slowly. There was a moment I realized I wasn't asking God for direction. I was asking Him for certainty. And certainty is control dressed up as faith. God wasn't withholding clarity. He was inviting trust. We often believe, once I feel peace, I'll move. But many times, God says, move, and peace will meet you there. Notice it's a lamp to your feet, not a spotlight on the whole road. You get light for the next step, not the entire journey. If you're feeling confused right now, let me remind you gently. Confusion doesn't mean you missed God. Confusion doesn't mean the promise expired. Confusion doesn't mean you're behind. It often means you're stretching, you're growing, you're being invited deeper. And God is not intimidated by your questions. If this message spoke to you, comment, I choose peace over panic. And if you know someone who's stuck in confusion, share this video with them. You might be the confirmation they're waiting for. You don't need to rush clarity. You don't need to force certainty. And you don't need to abandon what God planted just because it feels unfamiliar. Trust the process. Trust the timing. And trust the God who sees what you can't see. Until next time, keep blooming.